For 40,000 years, indigenous people were the custodians of the land that we live on. In just 300 years, we have endangered the future and natural wealth of the land that they so carefully protected. A recent UN report has revealed that our planet will suffer drastic changes in just 12 years if we do not make unprecedented changes. 12 years, that's it. That means by the time that we kids are just getting started with our lives, it's already looking pretty bleak for us. Given the global scale of this problem, we obviously can't solve it on our own, but what we can do is set a standard for other communities to take inspiration from our actions. So, this is the greenhouse effect. The sun radiates solar energy onto the earth. This keeps the earth's surface warm and fit for human life, but here's the thing. Because of greenhouse gases, most of the heat is trapped and unable to escape our atmosphere. The earth gets hotter and hotter year by year. The main culprit is carbon dioxide. In a natural environment, the flora absorbs a lot of the carbon dioxide, but we have cut down many of our forests and eliminated much of our native flora. As an urban municipality, we need to find a way to counteract the harm done by defying nature. We need to restore balance and bring biodiversity back to our soils. Our contribution needs to be large-scale enough to make a significant impact on the problem. We need both science and indigenous knowledge. In the vicinity of Cooks River, there is a large body of land which I propose could be used to create an edible forest. We need to utilize the knowledge of our indigenous people to sustainably plant the land with a combination of native and non-native species. Indigenous people have traditionally been expert in the field of intercropping. Intercropping is the planting of multiple types of crops close to each other. There are many benefits of intercropping. It increases crop yield. It also makes use of resources that would not be used by a single crop. Additionally, it can help fertilize the soil. This process is called nitrogen fixation. Basically, certain plants, including many natives, store nitrogen and release it at the end of their life cycle, which fertilizes the soil. In contrast to modern science, indigenous knowledge is area specific. It is also based on observation. Indigenous rangers could be engaged to sustainably manage this complex ecological system based on knowledge gained through the thousands of years of ancestral experience. Beyond the urgency of the greenhouse problem, there are many benefits for both indigenous and non-indigenous members of our local community to be gained from an edible forest. These include benefits to an indigenous community, workplace, return to their heritage of caring for country, maintaining knowledge and language, social esteem and self-fulfillment, sharing of culture and traditions. For all citizens, connects people with nature, teaches people about the traditional culture of our land, promotes harmony with indigenous people, benefits the economy, promotes local produce and trade. I urge you to give serious consideration to this proposal. It's time for a shift of thought within our community.